does it hurt more when a woman cheats as opposed to when a man cheats? A lot of men have been saying that when women cheat, it hurts a lot more rather
Yeah,
than when the man
I
cheats on
think
the woman.
I
Do you
think that
agree
would
with
be
that?
yeah, I think that would be correct because when a woman cheats, we're cheating because emotionally we have disconnected.
Yes.
So we're not looking for just sex now. If
Mhm.
if I'm going to go away from like my relationship, it's because emotionally I've now detached. I physically cannot get with someone, allow someone to see me at that level, give that love to someone else because like physically I can only do that with someone I like, well, personally, like I really want to be with, or like I have a connection with. Obviously it's not like that for all women. But yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of like me and hubby, it would
Mhm.
hurt for him more because now I've like replaced everything, not just sex.
Woo. Jani?
Oh, that was fire. That was
Yeah.
fire. That was fire. Hold on, let
You
me
know,
find.
replace me for sex, but yeah, like woman, yeah, I think. Anyway.
Interesting.
Thank you. You got that chill. I got to give you that little chill real quick. That was a good answer. All right, go ahead, Jani.
What do you think, Jani?
Yeah, I'm the same. Like I feel like for a woman to cheat, she has to be really checked out. She has to have already decided that everything that she's been trying to do to get attention, to do whatever it is that she's been looking for, isn't happening in the relationship. Like it takes a really long time for a woman to decide that she's going to give up on the relationship. But the thing is, once she decides, it's really hard to come back. So once she's decided that and she's willing to now cheat and go with someone else, that means that she's been able to find that connection somewhere else. And yeah, if she's disconnected, she's already checked out. That's probably why it's a lot harder for the male, because now the male has to try and come back through a lot of shit that he probably missed on the way. Whereas for males, I've been told that males just cheat for that quick gratification. It's not really emotional. They just want to do the thing. So that's why it's not that hard on women, and women are a lot more emotionally tougher as well. So that's probably why that is. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Interesting.
That is true.
That's funny. You guys are like the only girls that have ever said that in my conversation. So it's cool to hear that from you.
We're bred different. We're bred different.
Well, I mean, personally, okay, Will, what do you think?
No, I do believe in that. I do agree with everything they said. For a woman, in order for her to cheat, that means she's, when a woman cheats, she's already emotionally checked out. And for us as guys, sometimes we do things, but there's no emotional behind it. Sometimes, I've been with women and I don't really feel anything emotionally. I'm just with them doing what I do, but there's no emotional attached to it. And so I do understand their standpoint, but yeah, for us, when we know for a fact as men that if a woman, that's why I told you guys before, like the love language, men, we show our love through protection and provision. Women show their love through fidelity and loyalty. So that's how you know a woman loves you, is when she chooses to be loyal to you. And if she breaks that, that's how you know she's no longer loyal to you. You know she's no longer invested into you, and men know that. And then when a woman cheats on you, you know, oh my God, like she doesn't love you anymore. She doesn't care about it anymore. And Alfred, I don't know if you can speak on this. We can mess up as guys, but I can still love my partner. We can do dumb things. We can do dumb things. Like I'm not making excuses, but I know a lot of guys that have done mistakes, but they're still more in love with either their spouse or with their partner, but they just made some stupid decisions. But it doesn't mean that they're not emotionally detached from their wife. They still love their life emotionally. But I know for women, like once they cheat, once they go with another person, it's over. There's no more emotion. There's no more attachment. There is no more love in that relationship. And I do have friends that have made mistakes. and but then once they learn from that mistake, they were straight. Like, I'm sorry, I apologize, I made it up, but they were still in love with their woman. I just feel like that's the difference between us and men. And I love and I agree what they said. When a woman does it, it's done. There's no chance of going back.
Yeah.
Guys, for guys, like we can make. I've seen guys that make mistakes, but they're still emotionally attached to their woman. They still have feelings for their wife. And for some guys, they'll learn from that mistake and move on and never do it again and be with that woman for the rest of his life and take care of her.
I personally,
you go.
go ahead. Well, okay, so I was gonna say, like, so I personally think that it's the same. I think the pain is the same. Because so if I were to be cheated on, you know what I mean? And I had a boyfriend and he went and cheated on me, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, so were you thinking of me when you were kissing that dude over there? Were you telling me the same things that you were telling that? Were you telling that guy the same thing you're telling me? I feel like that loyalty and that trust, like, we were supposed to be a thing. We were supposed to be a unit. You know what I mean? And then you went and you did what you did to me to somebody else, and you gave what was mine to somebody else. And I feel like that is the hugest, to me, that hurts. That hurts so much. And that's, to me, it's the same equal level of, you know what I mean, knowing that you cut that trust and like you checked out emotionally. I feel like that pain is the same, because like it was that easy for you to go cheat on me? Like, seriously, just because you wanted to get a nut out? Like, come on now. Like, I feel like if you love me and you love me truthfully, like you really say, then you would have never done that. You would have never cheated. You know what I mean? Because you were supposed to be my ride or die. Now I know that you are this type of person, and it was that easy for you to cheat. Then fuck it. I feel like I fucked up by falling in love with somebody that was able to cheat on me. Because if I fell in love with you, I would have thought that you fell in love with me and loved me the same amount. You know what I mean? To the point of not cheating. Yeah, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't, I don't know, there's like always issues and stuff, but I feel like cheating is like the utmost disrespect to that covenant that you're supposed to have with somebody. You know what I mean? And I feel like, to me, it's the same. The pain is the same. You know what I mean? A cheat is a cheat, and a cheat is a cheat. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like the pain is.
Do you believe
the same?
Do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
I mean, I'm honestly, people can change, but what happened. So yeah.
So you're taking back. So somebody. Oh, so okay. So for you guys, I'm just curious. Would you guys take somebody back if they cheated?
Yes. My thing is, so like, I'm really sorry, Alfred. I don't think we answered that. We answered it with like the reasons for cheating, but absolutely, you're correct that the pain is the same. Like, absolutely, it hurts. And I think that's, you know what, if you're a cheater, you're a fucking asshole, because a lot of our issues with self-worth comes from the rejection and the disloyalty from a spouse and from friends, and from, you know, it happens within our lifetimes where the people that are supposed to be like our closest people are disloyal in so many different ways, not just our intimate relationships, but even our friendships. When you're going behind people's back and talking shit about them, like, are you really a friend? Why are you even their friend? There's so much rejection that happens in our life that we end up dealing with all this unworthiness, and it's like, nah, you just need to find people that really do love you for you. But in terms of cheating, I truly believe that it comes down to discipline. Like, if you are someone that has experienced a lot of rejection in your life, and then, you know, you absolutely find this beautiful spouse, and you have a beautiful connection, but then possibly you're tempted by another beautiful woman or something like that, and you've never had that happen to you before, you could definitely be more tempted than someone who's experienced it a lot. Absolutely, you could be more tempted. So it's definitely a personal thing. Absolutely, it can be worked through, and it's definitely a personal growth journey, and understanding like deeper than just the surface fucking level, right? It's so much deeper than that. And sometimes we don't want to take ourselves there, but it's so much deeper than just like a physical attraction. Like there's so much that actually goes behind in terms of like why people weren't disciplined enough to just not do the thing.
Hey, real quick. We have a my first donation. Thank you. I gotta go. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for the $19. So he has a question he wants to ask live. I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more time, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the question he asked was, thank you. I really appreciate that. $19. I really appreciate that, man. That you know, that means a lot to me. You know, that's like, you know, that means so much to me. Somebody out there that's valuing my content and all the work that I do.
Support
and
the homie.
to support the homie out there. So much love to you. Thank you so much. And yeah, everybody out there, show some love, man. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot. The question is, what do you consider cheating? That's the question. What do you consider cheating?
Ooh.
That was a question.
If you wouldn't do that in front of your partner, that's cheating.
No, because I think he means like, because, you know, there's so many ways, like we have social media now. So what is considered cheating?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're DMing somebody, like if you were gonna keep that a secret from your partner, I feel like that's like part of cheating. You know what I mean? That's what starts it.
Yeah. If you have to hide it, but let's put it this way: if it's going to ruin your relationship, if it could absolutely wreck the other fucking person, don't be an asshole. Don't do it. Like whatever the fuck it is. If you guys, you know what? Some people like digital, social media is a massive thing. It's so easy to create dating sites and create these fake freaking things to get that emotional attachment to someone. And yes, it's not a physical thing. Yes, you haven't met up physically, but physical things are happening in your body. You're getting lit. Like there's emotional aspects internally that are happening when you're having these fucking conversations. So you can't tell me that social media isn't a form of cheating, because it really is. Like, and it is something that we hide behind now, that the whole it wasn't done physically, but why didn't you just go do it physically then? I mean, physical shit's happening. Like if you want it, go get it.
I would ask you this, because this is something, since we're talking about the subject of social media, and okay, so for you ladies, I do want to ask you, so for you, would you be okay if you're in a relationship with a guy and he's liking other girls' pics? Are you okay with that? Is that cheating to you if he's liking other girls' pics?
It's a loaded one. This is loaded.
To be fair, I don't find the need to check my husband's phone. When I found out what was with him, his phone, we were playing we play tag, but his phone was going off 3 o'clock in the morning. His phone never goes off. And I was like, what is this alarm? So it wasn't even an intentional thing. It literally was like I was going to go and turn the alarm off, and it's not a fucking alarm, it's fucking notifications for things, right? And it's like, if you're quite secure in your relationship, there's really no need to check their social media.
Okay.
Like if they're liking on stuff, like, first of all, it's like none of my business there.
Okay.
But like, no, that, like, I guess if it's body images and stuff like that,
I'm talking about body images.
Yeah. Like, but to be fair, we're absolutely attracted to other people. That shouldn't be a bad thing. Okay. I fucking find so many men beautiful and attractive, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that. And me and my husband speak on this a lot. It's like, you can find women attractive. That's not, like, I'm quite secure in myself, but if you need to go elsewhere, go. Fucking just go, because I'm like, I don't deserve that. Like, you know, absolutely you can like and be attracted to other people, but if it ends up more than that, that's where it's like a no.
Okay.
You to like other people's things, cool, like them. But if it's going to make me feel like I'm less than, or if it's going to make me feel like I have to compare myself to these women, that's where it becomes an issue. Like, it's like, am I enough?
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
You've been liking all these big booty pictures, but
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Nah, yeah. So like, but my thing is like, again, I probably wouldn't look into likes and stuff on that level, because I absolutely think that we're absolutely allowed to be attracted to other people, but in a healthy way, where it doesn't go like, you can think someone's beautiful and cool, they're beautiful,
Okay.
and like, why could be anything more than that?
So to you, as long as he loves you and he's doing everything for you,
And he's communicating and
communicating, vulnerable,
okay,
growing,
vulnerable,
challenging,
and just
doing all
letting me
those
know
things.
how it is.
He has a purpose. He knows where to go, but he can all day,
Like
all day.
you know,
All right.
so I kind of went through a little bit kind of like this. So like when me and my ex were together, right? He would be so pissed because like on social media, I get a lot of likes and too, but
Yeah.
on social media, the likes that I get are from guys that I will never meet, or guys that are like different states, far away. Like I'll never get the chance to meet them. You know what I mean? And it's cool. Like they like my pictures and I like their pictures back. And he would see that. But he didn't like that. He would hate that. But my thing is like I'm not even attracted to these guys, and the pictures that I'm liking of guys are like Instagram models. You know what I mean? Like these I'll never get a chance to meet this guy, and even if I do, there is a 0% chance that this is gonna work out. You know what I mean? But my ex would get pictures, like he would like pictures, and guys would like his pictures, are people that are in our city. You know what I mean? Like people that are up the street from you, and I know you could run into them at the gas station or at the store. You know what I mean? And I feel like that level of you being able to cheat on me is a lot higher because they're here, they're in your face. You guys have mutual friends. You know what I mean? And you could meet this guy at a party. And I feel like, you know what I mean? It's like more your level, it's closer to you. And I feel like that, to me, that would bother the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Like, why are you liking this guy's pictures? Because he lives up the street from you. You know what I mean? I can't be around you all the time, but like, it's making me worried.
So for you, as long as outside your zip code, you're good.
I mean, like, I feel like, you know, when I feel like a lot of girls get mad at their guys or at their boyfriends or husbands or whatever because they like pictures that like big titties, big ass, you know what I mean? Or they're twerking or something like that. You know what I mean? But these girls are like, they have thousands of likes, you know what I mean? Millions of likes.
Yeah, there's zero chance for them. Like
and even if you meet them, like that girl's never gonna go for you. You know what I mean? But I don't know, like, but I think like this, maybe the girls feel different. You know what I mean? Girls are like, it's like now, if he's liking big booty pictures and stuff, and it's like, do you want me to have a big booty? You know what I mean? I feel like from women, it's like what Shinarah was saying earlier. It's like she starts comparing herself to these pictures of these women that you keep liking, you know. But like me, like I like guys' pictures with big muscles and stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that I can't say that I wouldn't want that in a partner, but I mean, like if my partner didn't have that, I wouldn't, you know what I mean, go out there looking for it.
Okay, so as long as he doesn't like pictures either within the same city or within the same circles as you, then you're okay with that, right, Alfred?
I feel like it's like the potential to leave me for that person. I think that's what scares me, you know? It's like,
even if they're liking people, like say in other countries, like there's no chance in hell they're gonna meet. Would you be okay with that or no? Or still no?
I mean, I would be okay with it if you're liking, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the same. It's like if if my boyfriend was liking other guys' pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy is kind of fine. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care because I'm like, I think we both find this person attractive, and I think it's like a compliment rather than like a lust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel like you lusting for this person. I think you're just appreciating what they're putting on there. But if you're like, you know, liking somebody's and it comes off as, I feel like it's a lust rather than it's a appreciation, then that's when I get triggered. You know what I mean?